It is with a heavy heart and some good ass cologne that I come back to y'all to give you my everything. My everything. But before we get there, before we go any further, I was raised by some very upstanding people. My grandfather raised me right. Mama did pretty good. My daddy raised me pretty good. So where my goddamn manners? It's the Six Paths Commandments. Six Paths Dice here. Mr. Lane, if you need me. And guess what? You do need me. You need me to break down one of the greatest shows in terms of case studies, in terms of helping us understand, because we get to watch people who are terrible at relationships just watch it play out in real life, like every single part of it. And when we want to watch, I ain't gonna lie, this is a Tenny. This is the Rob and Tenny couple. I'm sorry, it's the couple Rob and Tenny. Rob is the guy in jail. Tenny is the young woman, right? And when we're gonna see this clip, I'm not gonna lie, it's not really funny. There's nothing really positive about it. I kind of feel bad for Tenny. So Tenny has to go and meet with Rob's mother. Now, she vaguely mentions that Rob and his brother have a business and is quite successful. Rob has been in jail since he's 18 years old. He's never been outside. He has no experience in any job or industry or anything like that. And there's no business a guy in jail can be a part of and participate in unless the business is in jail. Like shit like that. So the dude that's in jail is doing more illegal stuff to possibly keep him in jail for longer. Also, he's showing that when he get out, he's going to go do some more weird shit. I'm just saying, because again, if it was legit, she would have mentioned it. But anyway, I wanted to point that out before you even hear it, because I want y'all to hear it through that context. But what's about to happen is a few different things. One, what you about to see is the end game of not being able to get along with nobody and not being able to pair up with nobody, and the fact that the boss chick archetype is a myth. Most of the chicks, and that shit comes from watching reality TV shows where women confuse them needing to give Nene a storyline or give these bras a storyline in the reality TV show. So it's always some new business they doing or some bullshit that don't never make no money. All right, and women see that and think, all right, well, basically, I can go and do the same thing, because they're not thinking about, okay, is that business actually making money? And they also just look at the makeup, the clothes, the fact that they're on TV. They don't look at basically what you don't see, the way that an adult should. But the reality is this: most people in general make between $28,000 and $42,000 a year. It is not common. It's not really a thing for a bunch of people to make really good money. The economy may be really tough, but that just shows how tough the economy is. The economy is not meant for one person. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm like, listen, y'all younger broads and this broads of all ages, y'all gonna have to figure out what's most important, man. You out here making bad deals. Because what y'all about to see is desperation and using manipulation for survival. Because Tenny has to go and meet with Rob's mother. She's not coming to get nothing from this woman. She's coming to just talk to her. Now, when you see Rob's mother, you're going to see that she's not that old and everything, right? And you can see that she used to be very attractive. She's attractive. And she used to be you can tell she probably was very attractive in her day. So if you see a few things going on, you're going to see the jealousy that older women have of young women. When women do not secure a man, a lot of times they make their sons or their son into their man. And that also will a lot of times include financial provision. So because she doesn't have a man, now the thing is, a woman that's attractive could have got her man. She could have definitely got her man who worked at the steel mill. But however, I don't know how it happened, but that didn't work out that way. And what usually happens to a lot of women when they get older is that, especially if they can't maintain employment or they don't have strong work history or education or skill, a lot of times, they start relying on their children. All right. And And if you're a male, you wind up becoming a son husband or by default taking on husband duties. Okay. And she is the mother. First of all, the boundaries, she's crossing so many daggone boundaries. That's his woman. When and again, respect between the mother and the woman that's in the son's life is so important. Y'all both have to try to be friends and try to be cool. That's the sign of a very selfish person. If you are a mother and you have a son and you're not trying to have a decent relationship with your son's significant other, that's extremely selfish. You are sabotaging his life. That is a terrible position to be in, and vice versa. Young men, if you ever come across a woman who will ever fix her lips to disrespect your mother or call her out her name or say nasty things to get to you and stuff like that about your mother or attack your family, that's not someone that you should be dealing with in any capacity. So many young men lose the best years of their life and waste all this time they could be putting into developing themselves on trying to manage an unmanageable woman. Anywho, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this whole little thing, man. Fair use.
I am headed to meet Rob's mom for lunch. I'm a little nervous. This is the first time that we've ever been face-to-face in a very long time. First time we've spoken probably about 3 years.
Whoa. You can't have someone with a witch's hat and not explain any of that stuff. Hold on. Nah.
About 3 years.
What's nah, fam? Nah. Hold on, bro. I gotta come back. You need to tell me what's the name of this place. I need answers. What was it? Was it Halloween? Is that the theme of the place? Are you guys getting Halloween drinks? Is it going to be a spooky latte involved? Answer me when I talk to you. I don't want to see this hat no more, especially if you're not going to give me the context of where the hat came from. Okay. Matter of fact, what is this place? Is this a cafe or what? Because I can tell you right now, no food is getting eaten in this whole thing. Watch this. And I want you to see the mother's face.
Hi.
Woo! She said hello and didn't speak back. Woo! You see her face? Do you see her face? You see that look? Let me tell you something. High Jedi level of hyena behavior. Before we get into this, let's go over the metaphor of the hyena and the lion. The hyena is the only animal where the women and the women are at the top of the social hierarchy amongst the other animals, and they are essentially the alphas. And they also shun and excommunicate the boys once they get older, and the men who stay around, the men who are around, the boys who are around. The boys eat last, and the men eat last. Okay. Usually the hyena, female hyena, can be bigger than the male hyena, much like the African American community. What you about to see right now, and I'm not calling her hyena, but this is high level hyena behavior. Because what's going on right now is whenever someone starts off a conversation confrontational, and you guys have not had a problem or issue yet, this is what I call the effort and time put into establishing dominance. She's establishing dominance and aggression. Whenever someone gets aggressive first, they control the flow of the energy in the conversation. Because they put you, whenever someone starts off aggressive, it puts you on the defensive immediately, because it's a natural thing to say, well, what did I do wrong? What's the problem here? This look you're doing right here, this is years and years and years of practice. She worked on this because that John is two together. Like that whole her poker face. When someone says hello to you and you don't say hello back, yo, that's like a social missile. It's like, boom, yo, what's up? Because she looked like she getting ready to lunge over that table. I don't know if they hammed it up for the cameras. That's why I said hamming it up for the cameras. But I don't know everything about the conversation. Even the way her head is cocked. Her head is slightly cocked to the right. Even the sweater is confrontational. It's a conversational outfit. You understand?
What are we here for? It's been like 20 years and now you want to talk?
Hasn't been 20 years.
It feel like it.
It does. It honestly does. It's been a long time. The idea of, I guess, us meeting today is to try and reconcile our differences.
Why now?
This is something that Rob wants before he comes home.
Well, I'm gonna have to deal with him because that's my son. So if he invites someone in our life that I'm not fond of, then I'll have to go with it.
Okay.
What? We talking about invite someone in our life? What are you talking about? That's your son. You see what I'm talking about? That is elevated son husband type shit right there. You see that shit, man? And not only that, you know what else I just realized in this conversation. It's clear to me that it's more clear that she a little bit unhinged. It's a little bit because it's just not normal. Well, I can't say it's not normal. What you're going to see is I don't know if it's maturity or it's a matter of truly not understanding the other person. Because she's going to go into her reasons for why she's upset. But I guess what bothered me about this interaction was the fact that this woman is significantly older than the other young lady. And we're just seeing all of the things that women don't talk about that they experience from older women, which is a lot of times is sabotage. She is sabotaging her son's relationship and trying to sabotage that marriage. Whenever you have a family member that's actively working against your partner or sees your partner as the sees your woman or your man as the opposition, that's an issue because your relationship is separate, completely separate. And a part of it is because she doesn't want to see her son with this woman because her son is her son. And she sees this young lady more as a competition, and she also thinks is that she's the reason why I'm not getting more covering because she's in the way of me getting the funds I need to get from my son. She doesn't see her as like a daughter. Now, when you're not actually related to people, you don't have to say, this is my son or like my mom, but you see them as a kind of like a son type of relationship. It has to be like a type daughter relation. I'm saying, if you got stepkids or if you're dealing with a woman who got kids, you need the right thing to do is to kind of try to treat them a little bit like your kids if you're around them and try to give them a little love. You know what I mean? I don't believe in taking on full responsibility necessarily because, again, those kids don't owe you nothing. They don't have to talk to you when they get older or anything like that or have a relationship with you. Y'all are only together. Your only connection to them is their mother. So I always say I don't think it's wise to get too connected to someone's kids, even if y'all married. You know what I mean? Like I think you need to keep in mind that any given time this may stop or they may change their mind, and that's okay. It happens every day, and it's better to come into it that way and see this. All right, well, while I'm here, I'm gonna give you what I got, but I understand that you might do what you do. But anywho.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry. Also, like I said before, you're going to see. I thought the mother. This with her being older, there's no attempt to de-escalate, and not only that, she's not expressing wanting to have any kind of peace or wanting to have a good relationship or wanting to support her son. One thing about support is when someone mentions not wanting to do something while doing it, that's not supportive. That's still a version of confrontation, or I still feels like confrontation to someone else. The reality is this: whenever you're doing something, not that you have to kiss someone's ass, but complaining while helping or complaining while doing the right thing, it gives the person the feeling that you're not intentional and you don't necessarily have the best intentions towards them. You're just kind of doing it to move things along. and it doesn't really give someone else closure. And again, these are the moments we're talking about when things are going to be inconvenient. Now, this is also what it looks like when you cannot put your pride aside and put your selfish desires aside. And again, I will wager that this conversation wouldn't be happening, which they're about to get into it, but the conversation wouldn't be happening if she had a man. Okay? And trust me, a woman like that could have definitely had a man. Most definitely. Yo, fair use. No hate.
If he want us to be this happy, painted picture, we're not going to get that because I'm still in my feelings when that scenario took place with the money situation. It caused.
So someone's saying that she just basically kind of declared war and said he wants us to be this happy family, and you're not going to get that because I'm still in my feelings about the situation that took place. She's about to get into basically complaining about money that she did not earn and she was not owed. But again, she feels entitled. Excuse me. To her son's resources and anything that they have for her, despite I don't know, you'll see. But that was just cold
Animosity between me and my son. I really do not want to be here.
I can tell. Kate doesn't like me. Her reason for not liking me is over money. Rob said to send money over to his mom, and then was like, tell my mama to send that $500 back. He asked me to call and ask for the money back. You get what I'm saying? And so that was that. And I know that because I'm the one who had to do the dirty work, I'm the one who had to send the text message and ask for the money back, it looked like it was just me wanting the money, but that wasn't the case. Several times I told him, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. You sent the money, let her keep it. I finally sent the text and asked for the money back. I explained to him that you were mad, you were yelling, you were screaming, you were ranting, you were raving. He said to let it go. She'll, you know what I'm saying? He'll get over it. And it didn't. And one day goes by, 1 week goes by, 1 month, now 1 year. We're at 3 years now of not speaking.
But I feel like you still should have took the initiative on your own and called me to make me understand what had took place.
I made an attempt to reach out.
That is some high level. This is super duper narc behavior. I know you modern women love the word narc. Listen, let me tell you something. If y'all loved your man as much as you love the word narc, y'all be unstoppable. Man, you know what I'm saying? You might actually even have that power couple fantasy of yours come to life. Oh shoot, I'm about to have an explosion. She said to her, you should have took it upon yourself. Now, mind you, this is about money from your son to you. So I would think that, for one, I don't understand. What was the reason for him not telling his mother directly that he needed the money back? And they not, again, all this ambiguous shit, this don't bode well for no relationship. I gotta tell you. Because y'all already having problems. For one, you'll never have a good relationship with the mother. So if y'all had kids, that's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And mom not getting no man. She ain't trying to get no man. She works. She in her mind, she already got a man. And she feels like she got to share her man with you. Right? Telling someone that they should have called you to help you understand when you cursed that person out and told them off, according to Tenny's story, you cussed them out and told them off and got really angry with them. And I'm sure that and again, I'm judging by her temperament here. Tenny's not really a hothead. What Tenny is one of those super duper passive aggressive chicks that can't take no real order because she still hasn't taken any real order yet. He don't live there, and she's not really under his leadership. At any given time, stopping his input is as simple as turning off some cameras or signing him off from her surveillance camera. It's just weird, bro. Turning your girl into a whole reality TV show, like turning her from Tenny to Tenny Truman. Yo, I mean, you know what? I'm showing my age, but go look at the Truman Show. That's some Truman Show shit. Like he how you want Big Brother, Little Mama? You got some spinning to do, Robbie. Excuse me. But anyway, I can't get over the sweat. Like matter of fact, she got that sweater so that she can so that her movements can be smoother. All right, because those that's definitely a fight sweater.
Out to you. To no avail, that didn't work out in my favor. Did you not get the Mother's Day gift I sent?
She sent her a Mother's Day gift. Like, come on, and listen to her response.
That ain't good enough for me.
Woo!
If he wasn't getting out, we would not be here. So you can imagine how that makes me feel. He's already not here, gone for 18 years. And then he gets married, and I'm sitting here at home taking care of my mother, and y'all just living good. Look what you riding in. I barely made it up here.
Rob has a business with his brother. He's been very successful at it. Like, I don't know a lot of people in penitentiary that are going to get out with a savings account, but he's managed.
I'm going to have to deal with you because you are his wife. But when I was in the picture, it was different.
Okay, so the name that beeping out is Rob's ex-girlfriend.
Rob's ex.
She was more concerning the fact that y'all in the financial situation where y'all able to help me. And it's just like, just let her, she'll figure it out, you know.
That is not true.
Yes, it is. And when
what she's saying right now is that when his ex-girlfriend was here, she didn't get in the way of me asking for money, all right, and me and Rob getting more money. If I wanted more money, I can get it and whatnot. And I'm not sure why you would give me some money to ask for it back. Again, somebody lying, you know what I'm saying, and or someone's not telling the entire story. The story sounds kind of stupid. And I don't know if I made this comment or not, but a man's never supposed to ask you to go speak on his behalf to someone on his side of the family. That's his mother. It's one thing if it was her mother, or say if him and his mother was beefing and they couldn't speak. I mean, I'm trying to understand the reason why they didn't speak directly. That is wild to me. That's crazy. That's wild and crazy kids. But anyway, yeah. So she's basically she brings up the ex. Now she knows that for someone that's in such a fragile relationship, mentioning the ex-girlfriend is not the coolest move. Like, it's just not. She didn't have to say that. She had to bring it up. You know what I'm saying? And so they're about to kind of get into it a little bit.
was in the picture, looked out for me, made sure I was okay, and man, communicated.
That's an F. We can cut. It's just blatant disrespect, and I'm not going to sit there and listen to it. I don't have to, especially when there's a door that will allow me to exit and take my ass back home.
I mean, we talking.
Yeah, that's on the line. This is what I was trying to avoid.
Tenny.
You're trying me.
Tenny.
Me and name should never be mentioned in the same sentence. End of story.
I need to know what the theme of the restaurant is, man. Oh, goodness. All right. Episode 3. Yo, y'all, I swear, black people we don't got nothing right. Like, we can't do nothing right. Goodness gracious. Like, somebody want to support your damn website and everything. You gonna log me out talking about so many people using this account. Like, this.
Previously.
Your commissary money.
You know,
It was different.
I'm not going to do this. We can cut. That's an F.
Tell me this. I need you to sit down and tell me this. And then I have a
Trying me.
Tenny.
No.
Okay, can we talk?
If we can leave.
Okay. What you just seen was, this is, again, overplaying your hand and understanding time and place. What mom was doing was controlling the flow of the conversation so that she would not have to apologize. That's what's going on. She don't want to say sorry or apologize or acknowledge. She has not acknowledged no fault. She even told her, after I cussed you out, you should have called me back after I cussed you out, and risk getting cussed out again and put your pride aside so you can explain to me again what happened and why I basically can't live off of these people. She said I barely made it up here. Let me tell you something. That's something else too. A narcissist loves to burden you with their problems and talk about their problems like they're your problems. And when you're a good person, it's hard for you to realize that, yo, you're trying to dump your stuff on me. Pause. You're trying to manipulate me, right? So when she's calling her back, what's happening is, then this is a if you ever go through this where someone is talking to you from a certain perspective and they're saying they're mad and they feel all these different things, and then once you're done, or once you just say, all right, I'm out, and then they're like, no, come back, because I experienced this shit. Now, you got to realize at that point, you got to realize that it's a game for them. They don't know how else to get your attention. They don't know how else to get you to react to them in a certain kind of way, except for being confrontational or basically behaving in a way that says that I'm not interested in having a better relationship, or what it really is that they're trying to get you to do all of the work. The girl done called her up. She's going to pay for this, right? And then you hear her talking about you see what you riding in and stuff like that. What that girl is riding in and how she living has nothing to do with her. And in general, we see this behavior with black women, where black women insert themselves into situations that they don't necessarily belong in. What does that girl's car have to do with you, period? What does your son's success or lack thereof have to do with you? Because if he was broke, or if he had absolutely nothing, you wouldn't be taking any responsibility for that. All right. And obviously, if he needed any kind of help, he wouldn't be able to get it. But her calling her back, whenever you experience that, someone having a strong disposition that is changing like that, that's not normal. You need to watch out, especially if you're in a relationship with someone who does that. I experienced that a few times with an ex of mine, where I had to think back on the fact that, this behavior was always going on. This person was always doing this shit. This wasn't no new behavior. I just didn't see it that way. I didn't realize that, he was always trying to break up with me. It might have been small. It might didn't go as far as breaking up. And it mostly didn't go as far as breaking up because I wasn't a hothead. And I wasn't an angry person. You know what I mean? I had to realize that the more a woman has not grown up with any kind of order and structure that will come from a man, it just kind of, again, it helps to really balance out a woman when she gets that covering from a man. Oh, my man. Hold on. Oh, right on time. My grass guy is coming. Anywho, oh my God, I lost my whole train of thought. Anywho, I know we talk about how bad this whole thing is, but but anyway, so I had to realize that was always going on, and I had to realize the more unruly or more erratic she is, you got to realize that asking her to be cool, asking her to be peaceful, I know y'all seen memes about be his peace. That's why why is that offensive to women? Be his peace. I'm that's damn near offensive to a modern woman. You can't say shit like that. You can't ask her to be peaceful. She wake up I want problems. I wake up every day and say, I want problems. I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. And but now you got to realize, and I think this is the best analogy as guys, you got to realize when you asking her to be cool, that's like asking someone who's a fashionista to wear a uniform. And it could be a great uniform and everything, right? But for a lot of people, having a uniform you put on every day, they may not see the efficiency. It's one thing if I'm saying you got to wear this everywhere you go, and you work 12, 14 hours a day. You work 7 hours a day, and you can leave and wear whatever else you want. And for some people, a uniform may be a deal breaker. That may be an actual problem for them to put on a uniform. You understand? But that's what it's like when you ask a woman to just experience a few emotions. She wants to experience them all, and also she wants to delve all the way into. The more chaotic she is, the more she feels like, no, Nah, I'm not done, feeling confrontational. Ooh, it's confrontation. This is a different stimulation. Ooh, okay. We reconciling. That's a different stimulation. So now what you watching mom do is like, all right, she's ready to reconcile now. She's ready to have that experience now. Okay. Anywho, I'm gonna let this play, and I'm going to go get something. Fair use.
Out of it.
Okay.
Because there's a lot I did for him that the bitch would have never thought of.
Okay, well, come on. Well, tell me this. I need you to sit down and tell me this, and then I have a better understanding.
No, I'm not sure I want to go through with this.
We have to
I'm
talk.
shaking. I'm so mad right
I know. Stop. No, we got to talk.
I know.
At the end of the day, we're going to have to deal with each other, period. So tell me exactly how you feel, and maybe I can switch the way I feel.
What?
Now I have a better understanding.
No, I'm not sure I want to go.
What you also hearing that is that mom done got so deep into manipulation that she done forgot how she not making no goddamn sense right now. Yo, let's play that back, yo.
Through with this.
We have to
I'm
talk.
shaking. I'm so mad right
I know. Stop. No, we got to talk.
I know.
At the end of the day, we're going to have to deal with each other, period.
So now they got to deal with each other.
So tell me.
You know what probably happened? Yo, she getting ready to ask for $100. I feel like at the end of this tape, and she asked for $100 because she must have
exactly how you feel.
That shit also seemed like she realized she needed a favor and she needs some help, and she don't want to push things too far, but she still want to kind of because a narc always gotta like no matter what position they in, they always get too excited at any kind of power, and they always overdo it with power, and they always overplay any situation, right? And they always anything they need, they never have a problem asking for it. I mean, now again, I could be wrong, but this definitely is the same form you get to
feel, and maybe I can switch the way I feel.
How you gonna switch the way you feel? What are you talking about, man?
I didn't know that I was about to walk into that statement.
Look, we both got a lot of hurt bottled up. I didn't want to shoot you. I wasn't trying to shoot you.
What?
I was just trying to express how I feel. Like you didn't.
Like coming in here with a loaded gun and then telling someone you're not trying to shoot them is a bit.
So many metaphors. Y'all ninjas is using too many metaphors to communicate. You know why you're not getting nowhere too? Because they doing all feelings and metaphors. Mom could have just said, "My bad, I shouldn't have said that," and it would have moved everything along. She's still she bugging. He bugging, and she's not apologizing. She just saying, "Yeah, we both messed up in the game, girl. Like this is anyway. All right, man. We getting ready to close out, man. We getting ready to close out. I have to go. I can't stay.
I don't know. That's. You can feel how you want to feel right now. You know what I'm saying? But for the last 5 years, it's been me and my kids up and down that highway. Me and my kids sitting in a visiting room eating out of a vending machine.
Damn.
Do you know how many times you and Rob have not been talking and I'm the one who told him to reach out to you?
No, I didn't know that. So this is what I need. I need you to feed me.
Every time, it's always me. I started a petition for his freedom because the sentence was excessive and out of pocket. Rob has been incarcerated 16 years for armed robbery. First offense, no prior convictions.
Hey, you know what? That's it. You know what? We leave it there. We don't gotta keep playing this. So again, this also furthers mine out. Now, I don't want us to forget this point. Now, I said I originally I want to look at these interactions, especially with Shorty right here, because she has the look. I'm not saying she's that girl, but she has that look of the kind of girl that you would see on one of these stupid panels talking about what a guy has to be for her to deal with them. Now you know what's going to happen if this don't work out. She will be one of them girls on Instagram, on Twitter, or wherever platform will have her, and she'll be coming online with some super high price, and she'll be talking about all the things that a man has to be and has to do in order to be with her. But situations like this right here prove, you do not need a man. You don't need a high value man, and you do not. Matter of fact, you're right. You don't need to do 50-50. You can do it all. And she's not an anomaly. A lot of these guys be having girls who are attractive on the outside, waiting for them. And like Crimson say, a situation like this right here is the juice is probably not worth the squeeze. She could have had a regular relationship with someone who lives in the free world, and someone that doesn't have a record. That's another thing too. Like, how are they supposed to make it in the world with a record? Everyone do not come out of jail and just make it. He's never done anything else. This guy's been in jail since he was 18 years old. Do you know how young 18 is? 18 is very young, my G. It's not a super mature age. And I hope he fares well when he gets out and everything. But the likelihood it's going to be tough because also this is a solo mission. A lot of things that men have to do is a solo mission. I think a lot of girls like this, they also, and I feel like her and the other big girl on here, they get into the fantasy and the myth of the power couple, where, don't get me wrong, I think you should work with your man and y'all should have a dream, and you should feel like you hear what his vision is and feel like I can fuck with that and I can support that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should have that. But the man has to have the vision. He has to have the plan. It can't be your plan. You can support the plan. You can come up with plans to support his plan, but his plan should make sense. You should be able to find a man whose plan makes sense. That's why it's also better for you to just deal with a man who got a good job and some good values and is a good person. All right? And like all this vibe shit, because another thing too is that we learned that women like being sold a dream. She like this whole dream of being his savior, but she's also speaking to being his savior. I did a petition for him. I did things for him that the other women wouldn't have thought of, which I think is a great thing. And she tried to help and whatnot. But I'm like, damn, that's a lot of effort. And if she would have put that effort, like, every man can be like a stock or a business and whatnot that you're buying into. Now, if I pick a failing company or a company that has a downward trajectory versus one that has a steady upward trajectory, the no-brainer is to choose one going upward. But modern women have this thing where you get so caught up in a dream and in your fantasy of how things could work out that you will put your money into what could be a failing business. Now, I hope he makes it and everything, but just judging by all these, again, where he come from, who he come from. No, there's no man involved. There's no dad involved. This conversation should be going on between her and his mother and father, not just the mother. All right, you know what I'm saying? But if there was a father here, a husband here, y'all wouldn't even be having a conversation. This is the end game of not being able to have a relationship. And y'all better hope that y'all going to be able to get you a good, a government job, or maybe slip and fall in a big building. Maybe you could sue, be in court for like 10 years, get you like 80 grand. You know what I mean? And y'all spend the whole thing on a trip to Canada, or where's all the hood rats going now? With Mexico, Tulum. Go to Tulum and get different kinds of tacos. All kinds of tacos. Yeah. All right. Good enough. All right. 6 Paths Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, man. Love y'all. So thank you for watching. If you made it this far, like, share, subscribe. And please take care of yourself.